Hello, hello, hello. This is August 8th. So it's day 8 of our 12 days of sewing, or our fall into sewing, because we all know that fall is sewing weather. It's not as busy, maybe not initially, but you're going to get set up. Retreats are everywhere and you need some items. So if you've been following us and you have purchased your items, we are continuing with things that I personally think you need and that will help you to do all of your sewing needs. Now, today's item is Karen K. Buckley scissors. Now, you hear us talking about the little ones a lot, and believe me, I use them all the time. I used them this morning before I came in. But these guys are amazing. They have what's called a micro-serrated blade, so that when you cut something, excuse me, it doesn't slip. If you've ever tried to cut, I don't cut a lot anymore, but when I do, I use rotary cutters all the time. But when I do, it can slide out of the way. But these are micro-serrated. I would show you the blade, but you're never going to see it. It's so tiny. But what I can show you is this is batting. And if you've ever tried to cut batting, it's kind of a pain because it does. It's poofy and it likes to slide. But if I cut it with this, it's nice and clean, no extra fibers, because that serrated edge is doing its job, and I can't get it in there. All right, like this. And okay, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I love the noise it makes when you cut something. It's just so satisfying. I know I'm weird, but they are nice and long. Okay. Again, I love my little ones, but these come in pretty darn handy. The other thing I often do is, let's say you're working with 2.5-inch strips, or you've got a width of fabric that you cut and it says cut it into a half width. If it's small enough, you can just take it, fold it over, take your scissors in between the layers, and just cut. And it helps if I could get a hold of it. And then it's perfect. You didn't have to do it. If it's fabric, you've got that fold where it was folded to be on the bolt. You just cut right up the fold, and these are perfect. If you're not familiar with Karen K. Buckley, she has some of the best scissors on the market. Just ask me. I own them all. And I especially like these for multiple reasons. They don't slip, and they're purple because she codes all hers. Okay? So you may, and I want to show you in the packaging, okay, you also get a guard that you can, it snaps right onto this little nut, and when you go to pack them or you go to take them somewhere, or they're just sitting there, it doesn't come off.
So you're less likely to stab yourself with
Yes,
those.
and if you do, it's not pretty because these are extremely sharp. So just like you cover up your rotary cutter, you cover up your scissors, and it comes with it. You don't have to buy something else to cover them up. If you're putting them in your bag to take to retreat, they don't stab a hole through the bag, or in your Yazzie bag where it's got the plastic. It doesn't stab a hole through the plastic. Yeah, I've done that before. So, Karen K. Buckley scissors. These are called perfect scissors, of course, because they're all perfect. And they're called large, okay? And it does say that they're micro-serrated blade, nice soft handles, and a protective plastic cover. This is $35.99. Okay, scissors are not inexpensive. If you've bought good quality scissors, this is very comparable. Okay, and you'll have these for a very long time. I've had mine quite some time, and I use them. I haven't had them sharpened yet. I don't want to because of the serrated. If I get them sharpened by somebody else, it might not be that cute little serrated, but I haven't needed to, so it's all good. So this is day 8. If you are working toward having all 12, it is Friday. You can come in the store, you can call, you can get online, and you can go to the Fall Into Quilting page and you can order them. You can pay online with a credit card. You can do in-store pickup, okay? And if you're very uncomfortable using your credit card online, you can do cash on delivery. So please think about these. These are amazing. These are, you may think, oh, I'll never use them. Yeah, you will once you do. But whatever you do, do not tell any members of your house who are not quilters that they can use them. That's a no-no. They're not to touch your quilting scissors. I saw a little meme that said, my next door neighbor used his wife's quilting scissors. We're waiting for the ambulance. So they're awesome. They're great. So if you're at all interested in this, again, stop and see us. Perfect Scissors, Karen K. Buckley. These are the large. So they come in multiple sizes. They're actually 7 3/4 inch blade, which is nice. So let us know, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow for day 9. Have a good day. Bye-bye.